Good evening, everybody. My name is Tikesa Hale, and I'm a proud Luritja and Torres Strait Islander woman, born and bred on Larrakia country. I'm a mother of three, a wife, and a member of a very large extended family. And my business, I'm the director of xHalEvents, and we are a unique First Nations owned and operated event management company in Darwin, Northern Territory. My business is a product of my life's journey and experiences. So let me take you back. During the planning stages of my business, I knew I didn't just want to be an event management company. I wanted to build a business that had impact in more ways than one. At the time, I had no idea of what this looked like or how I was going to achieve it. But what I did know was my passion for three things: the events industry, being creative, and working with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, especially the next generation. With these three passions of mine, I came up with three words that best describe the personality I was injecting into my business. And those were vent, invent, and event. Firstly, I'll touch on the event tier of our business. What makes us different is that we advocate for Black businesses to be used at all of our events, creating opportunity for collaboration and generating income into local Black businesses, both in regional and remote locations. This year was my first year of running my business, and I was fortunate enough to work on a handful of events, including the Gurrumulung Festival, Dominmin Festival, and most recently the Gathering, alongside the Healing Foundation, bringing together stolen generation organisations and survivors. What I'm excited to share with you all today is my project that I've been working on called Roots of the Earth. Roots of the Earth is a workshop designed to connect attendees with their inner selves by reflecting on positive moments that have shaped them throughout their lives. The workshop will begin with a writing process, where together we'll unlock heartfelt stories about family, culture, community, and caring for country. The workshop will be targeted at adults, youths, and every member of the community that may want to be involved. Once the writing process has concluded, we will then give the opportunity for attendees to record their stories and bring them to life through an audio device. They will have the opportunity to bring them to life and share them wherever they may feel. This may be on country, in a location that resonates with their story's energy, or it may be in a dark room to fully immerse themselves in those thoughts. But the workshop will be driven by participants. Whatever they want to do is how it will go. And depending on the demographic and everything else, the location. I'm just going to go on my notes now. The goal is to bring together both urban and remote ways of living. And when I think about my reasoning behind this workshop, I'm automatically taken back to my youth. A time where I had a roof over my head, parents who loved me and gave me the tools to succeed. During my time in middle school, my dad ran a non-for-profit organisation working with disadvantaged youth. A vivid memory I have is one night I had just finished dinner, I was sitting on the couch, and I heard a knock at the door. Before I could even look out, I noticed there was a kid from my class. My dad was already outside. I later went to bed, and the next day I woke up, got ready for school, and I asked my dad, what were they doing here? Why were they here? And although he played down his response, what I know now is he was stopping that child from becoming another suicide statistic. I later went to school, sat down in class, and across from me was that very same child. In that moment, I got an overwhelming sense of empathy. Empathy that has stuck with me ever since. Empathy that has made me want to create as much change as I can, even in an event management company. Unfortunately, generational trauma still exists. And if you were to think about the last few articles you read about the Northern Territory from mainstream media, what comes to your mind? Most likely articles around crime, alcohol-related issues, domestic violence, and social tension. The media's portrayal of Indigenous communities, much like locations such as Alice Springs, paints a one-dimensional image and creates a negative narrative that contributes to the misunderstanding of our people. So rather than allowing outsiders to exploit their pain, let's be the one to amplify their voices. Let's give them a platform to vent. Let's give them a platform to talk about a time where they felt truly connected to their roots. For those that haven't been to a remote community before, as Levi mentioned, these are locations that are thousands of kilometres away from things we have access to in a number of minutes. So tonight, I'm here to seek funds to fairly compensate the courageous individuals who are willing to share the immersive sounds of their stories, their dance, and their sacred country with us. If I could raise $30,000 tonight, that would lead to around 120 soulful stories of individuals that can reclaim their voice and identity through the power of storytelling. So before I all leave you tonight, I would love for you all, the next 20 seconds, to close your eyes, feel your feet deep down on Gadigal country, and really connect to a nostalgic memory where you remember the sounds, you remember the smell, the colours of the landscape, and the energy around you. Thank you. So before I leave you all tonight, I just want to say the journey begins tonight, with this event laying the foundation to preserve First Nations stories. And I know that 20 seconds was short, so if you didn't get taken to a place, that's everyone's homework for the night. But if you did, you automatically went to a location. I'd love to hear from you. Please share it with me. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Tikesa.